Hi guys, so we'll take a break and we'll join. Recording also started. So far we discussed 5 backups. One is a full backup, differential backup, log backup, log backup. This is how to bring online and copy only backup and pair log backup. Here is pair log backup. Pair log backup. Okay. Another one is the script I will share to you people. With no here compression you can use everywhere. Stats you can use everywhere. It's all up to you. Okay. Now let's talk about the remaining training. So here I just documented already. Copy only backup is just like copy only parameter. It's going to utilize only copy only parameter. So here also without full backup, if you try to take as log backup with copy only, it will not work. Okay, copy is only one kind of feature. And PowerShell command, how to take it as a backup. Here is a command. You can write it and you can execute it. Next, let's talk about file group and file for backup. Okay, this is mainly if you have just right click on your database, go to properties, go to the files. Okay, if you want to take backup only any one file, okay, any only one file like this file or this file, this file, by using file level backup, you can take it. Other one is file group. Now I have secondary FG. I'll just copy it and paste it in. Okay, no need of copy. Just write this one. Just go to help DB adventure works. Okay. So here also you'll get the file names and file groups. Okay, and this is the file I want to take as a backup. So now go on, just read the definition if you want it. It's just like decreasing the size of a database backup. For example, just imagine in your server you have 4 files. In that, only one file is important. One file is important. Rest 3 are not important for my project. So if someone is asking you to take a backup, file level backup also is possible. If someone is asking you to take a file level backup, that also possible. That also possible. I'll show you to. Okay, these 3 are enough. Full recovery model should be, and database needs to be online. That is called as read and write, and the status should be online. Okay. Now let me go and copy this file, and here can you see the script here? It's very simple. It's very simple. You can just take only file level. Only one option you need to add it. That one is, can you see file group? You can have multiple file groups. You can take that one, no problem. If you have multiple files, you can take that backup, but make sure you need to provide that backup file name. My file name is called as Giri file. Just copy and paste it here. And location is this is the location. Go on, copy and paste it here. Paste it slash add. I mean, I'll tell it as file level backup underscore file level backup. File level. That is enough. File level backup. Before that, if you want it, you can provide DB name underscore. The file name also you can provide. That's all up to you. Naming is all up to us. Okay. Here file is missing. I think, is it the right? Oh, file name also failed. So this is called as 1 minute, guys. database name, file you are providing here, to disk. Again, you want to with compress, with the stats you want to take it, yes, you can use that. Compression stats equal to 10. Okay, again you can take it. Now execute this. This is called as file level backup. Okay, let me execute and show it. See, now file level backup you taken. You have to provide that file name here. If you want to take file group, you have to provide name here as file group. Okay, did you understand? If this is called as full backup. This is called as full backup. But if you are providing only extra feature that is called as file, then it's going to be file level backup. This one call it as file level backup. File level backup. Okay. Next one, let's talk about file group. Either file group or whatever it is. Okay. File group or file groups, whatever it is. File group backup. You can call it as file group backup. Now database space, guys, if your text is not correct, you'll get underline error. Can you see underline error with the red color? That means what is the error here? There is no space between backup and database. There is no space. There is no space between two disks. That is why error is called. So if you go and check the parser, that is called as, can you see this check mark? It's going to check syntactical and semantical. There's a parser it will do. Can you see? To do disk. There is an error nearby to do disk. That means I need to provide a space. Even if you provide a space, if you're not providing space, that will treat as syntax error. Okay. So now, can you see the error what I'm getting here? Who will tell me the answer? Whatever I'm taking backup, the database is not existed. That is the error. That is error. What you need to do? You need to always make sure to provide correct name. Again, I'll get another error. Let's see. Again, I'm going to get one more error. Let's see what is that error. I know what is that error. Can you expect what is that error? Can you expect what is that error can be? If anyone?
File group name?
Yes, absolutely. The file group name is not there in this particular database. What is the file group name? It's sg underscore fg. Okay. So this is the file
What
name.
exactly is that? Now, how? What does you mean by file group here?
Yeah, I did not cover it. Right? File group is like one group. You can add multiple files into that particular group. So now, if you want to go and add another file, you can add into that particular group. Normal default file is primary file group. Default one is primary is a file group. But user, if they wanted to mention any other file group, they can create it. Multiple groups also you can create it. A file group is which contains the files. Which contains the files.
Okay. Like I didn't get the advantage of that. Why do we use file groups?
Because default we have primary, so nobody will use the default Microsoft whatever they are providing it. But if you wanted to read only primary, some file groups only read only. In application, some people will make it as this one read only, but primary you cannot make it as read only. Can you see the checkbox itself is not available? But you want one primary one file group, might be some older like 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, 2012 data. You want to only read there, no insert, no update. So there you can create one file group. You can enable it as read only. So read only means only select queries will work. Select queries will work. Making sense? These are all I did not give it to you because these are all developers' work, not our works. Who will create file groups and all? Maybe they may ask you to create file group, but you will never use it because when who is writing the queries, developers are going to use. They will write the queries into that particular file group. But your intention is, our duty is to just create a file group and whatever the files they want it, we will add into that file group. Whether you want to make it as read and write, if you disable this, it will be. Now default, any one default, whenever you are creating one file, by default, the file will go and sit in this particular file group. Group is just like, containing files, that's it. Whether they want to, whatever the configuration they want to, developers will take care of it. Read, whether it is a read or writer, whether it is a default, everything they will take care of it. Normally, why the people are creating file groups, do you know? For example, there is a data, so they'll create a file groups for separate years. Separate years means, like, that is called it as partitioning. They'll do partitioning. Developers will do partitioning. Okay, here what they'll do is they'll create one file group is for 2011 data, 2013 year data, 2014 year data. So like this they'll keep it separate file groups. So your manager want to only generate data which is from 2016. They don't need to write a data entire this. What they'll do, they'll go to this particular file group, they'll write select query here, they'll generate a reports here. Mainly this is for reporting purpose. File groups are mainly for reporting purpose and analytic purpose, business intelligence purpose they will utilize. Developers will utilize this more. But there is an option for us. We need to know, as a DBA, we need to know there is an option. If you want to generate any report only for 2015 data, you don't need to go and search in another tables data, another database data. What do you need to do? There is one file which is in file group of 2015. 2015, there is one file group. Just go and write select query against that file group. You'll get the data. Make sense? Again, primary, you cannot make it as read only. That's read and write. These are all user-defined file groups. These are all user-defined file groups. User-defined file groups, you can read only. You can make it as read only. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
No problem. And normally, this is not our duty. Only backing up. Our DBA duty is normally data consistency, data maintenance, taking backups, creating logins. That's the normal activity. Remaining and all developers will take. Our duty is to maintain whether server is running up or not. If server goes down, we need to bring it back. That is our duty, DBA duty. If some other application is not working, checking performance, that is sometimes it's also developer duty, but they'll putting on you. They'll putting pressure on you. That's it. Okay. And now, what is the file name? SG underscore FG, is it? Sec underscore FG. Okay. Sec underscore FG. Okay. So this is called as file group level backup. Again, you can take it as this is the directory, paste it. If you provide double colon also, double slash also, it will fail, stating that unable to find this disk drive. That is also one error outside. FG backup. This is 14 FG backup. Okay, this is file group backup. So normally, why Microsoft given this beautiful option is called it as, for example, there is one file got corrupted in this file group. One file got corrupted in this only specific file group. You don't want to take entire database level backup. You can take only this particular file group level backup, and either you can restore also. File group backup restore is there. That also you can utilize. That is one case. Another case is if your database size is more than 3 or 4 terabytes, if you take backup, full backup, then obviously you require storage capacity. Definitely it's going to impact your production performance, right? But find out why they want us to take the full backup during business hours. They have to do some testing, they have to do some developing. They only this particular file level group backup. Yes, please go ahead, take this file level backup and give it to them. To avoid your application performance during business hour, These are all the possibilities you can do. So long ago, Muhammad Khan asked one question. Hey, 1 minute, guys. I'm going to mute 1 minute, please. Okay, guys. In home, there is a sound is coming. So, okay, guys. Sorry for the delay. Okay. So now, did you understand what is file group and what is a file group, file and file group database backups? I'll just copy and paste it in. Copy and paste it in here. Not here. Okay. Okay. Next one is there are two kind of backups. So I'll just spend some 2 to 3 minutes on it because this is your hard disk. This is your hard disk. Now you have one database backup. You have one database, not database. One database is a DB is there. DB underscore name. This is the database, which is the size is almost 1 TB. Make it 2 TB. 2 TB. Okay. The database size is 2 TB. You don't have any external hard disk here. You don't have any external hard disk here. So only you wanted to store your databases into multiple locations. Multiple locations. Like, what do you mean by multiple locations? Why you wanted to go with multiple locations? If you guess, you'll get the answer. No, why you want to keep it in multiple disks, one backup? Can you guess here in my scenario?
Because of insufficient space on the one particular drive,
Yes, good.
or maybe for high availability of the backups.
Yes, that is good thing. But here in our scenario,
Speed,
speed,
backup speed, if at all you want, sir.
that is also one good thing. Absolutely, three things you guys told me that is also a good thing. Now, what is my database size? What is my database size, guys?
2
2
TB.
TB.
What is my storage capacity space?
It's less than 2 TB.
Less than 2 TB. So I don't have space. I don't have space. But I need to take a full backup. I need to take a full backup. There is no free space, but I need to take a backup. Now, if you go with one topic in SQL Server, one topic in SQL Server that is called as partial backup. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to spend some 25% of something on an average, not 25%, maybe some 20% backup here in D disk. This 20% in C disk. In D disk, some 25% you will keep it here, backup. In E disk, 30% you will keep it here, or 35 also fine because free space is there. Okay. Now remaining how much is 35, 50, 60, 70, 80. So another 20% you can keep it here. 20%. Okay. SQL Server is intelligent enough. They're supporting all kind of real-time issues. Real-time issues. Now you need to take your full backup. That is mandatory. You don't have free space. What you can do? You can use full backup with partial. Full backup with the partial backups. Okay. So this is mainly to keep one backup into different file location. Different file location. With the percentage you are providing it as partial. Okay, this is similar kind of full backup only, but you are splitting backups into different locations due to there is no free space. You have to take it. And restoring also, you have to bring all these 4 files in 4 different disks. Then only it will work. This is called as, you can call it as split, you can call it as partial, whatever you call it as. Normally people used to call it as different names. Partial or split backup. Okay. Now another scenario is there. One more scenario is there. One guy told me just now for high safety. So now you have one more database. You have one more database. Just a minute. I'll just take the current out from here. Okay. This one to avoid time consumption here. I just copy from here. Now remove this percentage here. Remove this percentage. Okay. Remove this percentage. Here there is no percentage. Okay. Now you want to take a backup in different disks. Everything is full backup only. In previous partial also it's full backup only. Here also full backup. So now here full backup 1 you can keep it here. Full 1. Here in this disk full 2. In this disk full 3. Full 3 means full backup 3. In this disk full 4. That means you're copying full backup in different locations. You're copying one backup and you're keeping it in different locations. That is called it as you know, normally we'll call it as mirrored, not mirroring, mirrored backup. But okay, you can call it as mirroring backup. It's all up to us. Okay, this is called as mirrored backup. Okay, guys, did you feel the difference between partial and mirrored backup? Do you know the difference? Do you know the difference, guys?
Full one means 2 TB.
Yeah.
Mirrored backup. Okay. So here, forget about the size because 2 terabyte space is not there in my system. So make it around some 100, make it as 100 GB. Make it as some 100 GB around. So here, don't consider about size, but understand the topic. Just imagine my database size is 100 GB. Now you can keep one full backup here, another full backup here, another full backup here, another full backup here. If one disk goes down, you have another backup in D disk, right? Example I'm talking about. If E disk goes down, if it is something disk is unavailable, offline, or the disk is corrupted, or something happened there. So H disk has this full backup. This is mainly for high safety kind of. One guy told me before just 1 minute or 2 minutes. I think Muhammad or someone, Raja. One told me. Did you understand what is the difference between partial? Partial is like we don't have enough free space. That time some percentage file you're keeping here, some percentage here, some percentage here, some percentage here. But mirroring backup, full backup only, There is no percentage here, 100%. One file, this is like copying. This is similar kind of keeping full backup in different copies, in different locations. Guys, is it making sense? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So now I'll show you here. Just right click on your database, go to tasks, go to the backup, click on it. Database you selected. What is the backup type? Full or differential or log? Here is the options. You select which one. If you want to only copy only, there is an option as to select copy. But I don't want copy. Let it be normal only. So this is database means it's a full. Can you see here? Files and file groups. Can you see? Files and files group. Which file you want? This is the GRI file. This is the file group name. This is the files. This is the file groups. That one all you can select it. You can take it. Now let's go to the media options. Here, if you click on the first default one is append the existing backup set. So append means just adding the latest backup with the old one. Overwrite means whatever the existing backup, it will never care about it. It's going to directly overwrite the old existing backups. Okay. And one more thing, if you want to check whether my backup is corrupted or healthy backup, there is an option called as verify backup when it is finished. It will verify whether your backup is valid backup or corrupted backup. Okay. Making sense, guys? Now, if you go to the backup options, this is the name. If you want a description, you can provide. Now, after 1 week or after 1 day, you want to expire this, there is an option called as you need to select. This is kind of one retention. Automatically, it will delete that backup. You don't need to do manually. This option is available since from latest versions. It's not available in 2005 and 2008. Here it will be expired. Now another thing is you want to use compress, right? Can you see the compress backup? Okay. And one more option is called as encryption. If you want to use encryption, your backup location should be media, some other third-party media. If it is, then you can encrypt it. That's possible. Now here I given one location only. I'll remove this and I'll add different locations. First I will add in C drive. C drive I will add one that is called as Windows. Not Windows. I'll go to some other location recovery. Okay, in recovery I'm keeping one, that is backup one. In recovery folder I'm keeping one backup one. Select it here. Okay. Now in recovery 2, the second file I'll keep it in D disk. D disk, where is my any one was backup. Here it is. Okay, file name is backup 2. This is called as mirrored backup. Okay. Now go to your E drive. E drive, our folder is called as, where is that? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Backup file name is called as backup 3. You can check mirrored backup. Underscore backup. Okay, click on it. Okay. Now click OK. That's nice. Guys, in real time, this is also one question we'll get, one error we'll get it. Can you see? This operating system is not accepting to store backup file in this particular location. Cannot open backup drive. I'll try to fix that issue if possible. This is a C drive, right? Let me see recovery. Where is that? Oh, but here itself it's not available. Okay, I'll change it to some other. Under user, I'll create a new folder. Again, it will fail, I know. Backup folder. Here, I'll show you how to fix one error. So go here, this one. Remove, add into C drive. C drive I created one folder under users, backup. This is the backup folder. Backup file 1, mirrored backup. Okay, so mirrored backup. Let's see if it works. If not work, I'll show you. Yeah, that's fine. So now you cannot access C drive backup folder this particular. Can you see the error? operating system error as access denied. You need to grant the permission for that particular folder. How to provide permission for that particular folder? Just check where is that folder. New folder, go to the C drive. So this is also we need to fix the issues. Can you see? This is my folder. Right click on your folder, go to the properties, go to the sharing, not sharing, security. Go to the security, edit. There is an option called as edit. Give everyone, here everyone is there, allow access. So apply, click OK. Normally everyone is not advisable. So add your whatever, whoever is executing this backup. Whoever is executing, admin 1 is executing. So you can come to this folder. You can provide only for that admin 1. Admin check. So admin. Provide him all permission. Apply. Okay. Okay. In production, nobody will give everyone, but you need to know who is executing that particular backup, and you will only grant allow permission for that guy, for that login. Okay. Click OK. Now see. Okay. This is how we need to fix the real-time issues. This is mirrored backup. Can you see? If you go to my particular folders, you can able to see my backups there. Go to C drive, go to users, under this is a folder. Can you see mirrored backup? The same, it will be exist in D drive also. Can you see mirrored backup? Where is that? Where is that? They selected any other folder? D. 1 minute, guys. I'm just going to mute. Okay, guys. So other one is in E drive. Let me see. Yeah, backup 2. Can you see? This is a mirrored backup. Just now we taken 11:49. So backups will be existed like this. It's a full backup only in different locations you are keeping. In different, you understand, right? In different location, we are keeping it. Okay. If you have any questions, you can ask me. This backup was introduced in 2005 version.
Hey, Giri, question here.
Yes.
So normally, I mean, on a production system, mainly in an organization, there should be some backup tools, right?
Yes.
So
I'm using Idera for my server.
which one?
Idera backup tool.
Yeah. So suppose if if the as per the company's backup retention policies, like maybe one month, right? And does this, I mean, can we tape the backup to the tape as well?
Yeah, you can. That is what you asked the same question in previously. When you're taking, you can go to the backup. You can tape is there, but they need to provide where is that. Can you see backup URL is there? Tape also it will be available. The tape is under in your server. You can add it that one, no problem. That also there also you can provide certification and credentials also for that tape.
Yeah, but how a third party tool is integrated with the SQL server then?
Good question. Good question. So I'll install that tool. In that tool, there is a register. There is registration is there. If you click on the registration, you have to provide the server and credentials, the server name and credentials, and that particular tool drivers also you need to install in this server, in this particular server. Drivers, the particular driver will be, if you search in every tool will be having their own drivers, that you need to install the drivers in this particular server in this Windows machine where the database is running. In the tool, you need to open the tool, and there is an option called as policy. Option is called it as registration, server registration, and policies and retention policy. So you have to click on new server registration, either registration or setup based on the tool. So new server registration, if you click on the new server registration on the tool, you have to provide the server name with the domain. With the domain also.
You cover that at least one tool. Is it possible?
What do you mean to say?
I mean, as you said, you have one tool, right? Idera, yes, or whatever.
Yeah, right.
You can just cover that one in this course.
No, that is project. I cannot show it to you, but if you want it, if you really wanted to see at least what is that, because Zoom I cannot install it in my office laptop because it is highly secure, right? So, but if you want it,
Sorry. So I thought on your laptops is already there.
no, that is license key. That is not free. That is not free. We need to purchase license.
Okay. Okay.
That is IDERA is not free. There are a lot
Okay.
of
But
third-party tools. Nothing is free.
no, that's fine. I just wanted to understand, like,
Yeah,
how
I'll
we.
show it to you. I'll show it to you. But one day, morning at 5:30 a.m., I done one activity. Today, go live is there for new client. So you just you three together after this meeting. You just three together do one video call in WhatsApp.
Mhm.
I'll show you because Zoom is I could not able to install in my project. But if you want it, that's a risk for me. Again, if you want it, I'll show it to you. Not a problem.
Can we Google? Can we find it any
Yeah,
video
yeah.
on YouTube?
There are a lot of videos. There are a lot of videos about IDERA. IDERA is not only for backup and restore. Can you see backup and restore? Not only for backup and restore, it is performance tuning also. Conversion tool also. For example, when you are doing heterogeneous migration is means like from Oracle to SQL, SQL to Oracle, or SQL to Postgres. From one technology to another technology, IDERA is going to help you when converting the schemas from one technology to another technology also.
Mm-hmm.
IDERA is like performance tuning also. Performance tuning, you don't need to manually do it. So if you
Okay.
give the
So
database connection, if you give the database connection to IDERA, automatically it will detect why your performance is slowed down for that particular database.
so this tool does have their own database, like where the information is stored, or
Yeah, yeah, they'll be having their own. The database name also is called as IDERA DB.
okay. So you mean if I need to restore any database,
Mm-hmm.
so does it still read the database itself,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
it store the
Everything.
information in its
Not
own database?
all the database. And one thing I would like to tell you, by using IDERA also you can open SSMS. This particular server SSMS also you can open by using IDERA. So
Mm.
under that IDERA, you can connect it to SSMS, and you can take backup by using graphical user interface also there.
No, that's fine. My question is,
Yes,
so
I
I
understand your question. Yes, you can restore by the database name. It will be clearly you can see that. Database name clearly you can see. They do have their own database. When the data that will be storing the configurations and also metadata information will be stored in IDERA database. And also each and every database, can you see here databases? These backups will be you can see there by using IDERA. The name will be same. It will never change that. Backup name also will be same.
Mhm.
And also one of the beautiful feature in IDERA is from on-premises database, you can migrate it to cloud. That is also one of the beautiful feature. And on-premises databases also you can take by using IDERA. The backups can go and store in S3 bucket, which is AWS cloud, blob storage, which is Azure cloud. Anything, FTP is there, some other third-party virtual storage is there, some other like external hard disks are there, cloud, public cloud is there. You can go and store your backups there. It's like independent. IDERA is like independent. It's the functionality of IDERA is like you can go and store wherever the backup you want it. That's all up to you and your team and your because it's not free. You have to purchase the license fee from them.